Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So going to talk you through a few empties from the last, I think 2 months in reality, certainly 6 weeks. So October going through to September. A lot of them are kind of repeats that I've shown you before, so let's get them out of the way. The Mitchen's deodorant, which you know I love. I've got them in all sorts of colours and fragrances, and I go through quite a few, so we don't need to talk about those again. The main thing I want to talk about, because it's a mega grumble, is this sorry item, which is an Artist's, I think, number 7 brush, which I've had possibly between 6 to 8 months. It was certainly bought in 2016, not 2017, and I do have a list of my purchases, so I should go and have a look exactly when I got it, but certainly not more than a year, and I'm guessing about 8 to 9 months, and this is what has happened. Now, I'm very conflicted about this, and I should tell you straight away that I have, partially against my better judgment, ordered another Artist brush, and that's because to actually apply foundation, and this is how I was using it, I think it was either the number 6 or number 7, doesn't seem to, yeah, number 7, it's marked, the oval 7. It is absolutely fantastic in terms of getting a very swift, even, flawless finish application of foundation. And that's why, after much soul searching because of what's happened here, I have actually ordered another one. It hasn't arrived yet. I've ordered it from a slightly different type in the range with a slightly less slender neck. It'd be interesting to see if the application is as good, because of course the slenderness of the neck, which allowed kind of a bit of movement, allowed you to kind of very swiftly move it about the face. I have 2 other brushes, foundation brush, well, I have a lot of foundation brushes, 2 which I like. One is cheap as chips. It's the Real Techniques foundation brush, which is a very kind of stubby, traditional foundation brush, and you can achieve a really, really good finish with it, but it just takes a bit more work than this did. And the other is the Shiseido, which was also quite an expensive brush, but I've had for a good few years now. It's wearing really, really well. And again, you get a very good finish, slightly better than the Real Techniques. But again, it just takes longer to work the product in. Whereas this, at 5 a.m., you literally dot on the foundation in 2 places, quick swipe around the face, and you're done. And I really miss that. But there's obviously a design flaw. I'm not heavy-handed. I wasn't kind of supporting the brush behind. I was holding it by the handle, and it just snapped, which is kind of unacceptable. So, very unacceptable, because these cost about, I think I paid about 49 quid. They're now about, certainly the replacement that I've bought, which does look slightly more substantial, I suspect they've had to redesign because of this problem, is £60, which is an awful lot to spend for a foundation brush. But I do believe that your basic tools of makeup are quite important. They do make a difference, and to me, the saving of time first thing in the morning is really important. So I'm slightly cross with Artists, but I've caved in and ordered another one. Many thanks to those of you, if you're watching on Instagram, who offered to try and help me out with Artists. It's an American company, and complaining, etc., etc. Honestly, it's just too much effort, really. I've had this before with American companies. They're not terribly helpful to alien consumers, as they charmingly call us, and basically got no joy. Consumer law is very different in America, particularly for non-citizens, and I just couldn't be bothered, I'm sorry. So, what else have I used up this month? I've talked about Bath and Body Works. how much I regret they're not in this country. Another little gripe about American companies who can't be bothered to come over here. We are a decent market, but there you go. They must have done their market research. Love, love, love them, but they're very expensive to import. This was the last of my gentle foaming hand soaps. They're not gentle, I will say that, but they do get your hands clean, and they have these lovely seasonal scents. I used up Golden Autumn Day, and I've now got none left because I haven't been to America for a couple of years, but next year I will stock up. I'm using something else at the moment. Another oldie and goodie in terms of favourites is Aveda. I do think they make marvellous hair products. I'm less enchanted with their skincare and their makeup, certainly. I love the Brilliant range shampoo and conditioner, and this is a conditioner that I've used up. Will definitely be a repeat. Why do I like them? They are supposedly relatively ecologically sound, but they do lather up. I generally find with a lot of more green shampoos, I just don't get any lathering, so I use far more of it, and I don't understand how that's good for the environment. You don't get that with Aveda. They also smell fantastic, and they just, keep my hair clean. They look good on my hair. I like them. They're not cheap, but they're not the most expensive by any matter of means. I was sad to see this one finally finished, but it was nice to finish a product for once. This is a cushion blush by Lancôme, Blush Subtil in Sorbet Rose. I got it because it was a pretty case. It was the Sonia Rykiel. It was before she died, sadly, and I just loved the look of it, but I grew to love the product very much, and I would consider getting another cushion blush. It is dry now, but it was a really pretty colour. Again, just really easy to use, very little blending, just kind of tap in the sponge, tap it on, and just a subtle flush first thing in the morning. I suppose the downside is that I did use it up. In other words, it cost almost as much as a powder blush, which will last me forever, and this one went in 6 months or so, but still, I enjoyed it a lot. Here's another blush product I quite liked. This was Becca. What were these called? The Shimmer Soufflés. I bought a couple of these. They're basically cream blushes with a bit of shimmer in. You can see I haven't finished this, but it has absolutely dried up. Again, these were quite easy to use, just had a nice natural finish. Great for kind of no makeup days. Not great lasting. I don't know if she still makes them. They may come in tubes now and last a bit longer. So I got my money's worth out of that one. A few masks, Peter Thomas Roth. Gosh, it looks as if there's a bit in here now. I'll have to go back to it. This is the cucumber gel mask. There's a papaya scrubby kind of mask. There's a rose stem cell, which people rave about. I like it. I like it the best of the Peter Thomas Roth masks, but I'm not sure I think it's worth the money. It's pleasant to use, but I don't see the miraculous results that some people claim they see, nor with the cucumber one. I think this was a kind of trial set, so I'm not sure I wouldn't repurchase it. This was Pharmacy, a hydrating coconut gel mask, firming with rich celery extract. These are quite expensive, but I do find that immediately after the mask has been applied, these are the sheet masks, I do see a difference. My skin does look nicer, so they are good for a night out. Whether long term there's anything in it, I'm not so sure. In theory, you can only use these once, and I certainly didn't use the mask more than once, but there's so much product that kind of oozes out of the sachet. If you kind of keep it in the bathroom, you can massage it in as a serum for a few days, makes it slightly better value. More than I can say for the Dragon's Blood Hyaluronic Tonic. I like a spritzery tonic just to kind of freshen up in the morning, but I didn't feel this did anything at all. I think this was a freebie with one of those kind of gifts with purchase, so I quite enjoyed using it. Had a nice kind of rose geranium smell. Certainly wouldn't buy it, it's quite expensive. I often wonder if it's worth spending the amount of money I do on expensive bath oils. If you watch my channel, you'll know I love Aromatherapy Associates bath oils, which come in at about £45 a pop for a bottle, although a bottle does last quite a long time. The answer is, for me, yes, it is. I was on holiday and had to buy something quickly to go in the bath because there were no complimentary products, and spent a whole pound on a Radox Feel Awake. Was, to be fair, for men. Honestly, it gives so little bubble or bath satisfaction that you have to squeeze in most of the bottle in one go, and it dries your skin. And yeah, it is a luxury to spend money on things that ultimately are going down the drain, but it's a luxury I like to treat myself to occasionally. What is this? Oh yes, Byredo La Tulipe. I love these samples to use when I'm going on holiday. You'll know that I've just bought a Byredo Sunday cologne. It's a range that I'm really into as perfumes, but I wasn't that keen on this one, La Tulipe, although it does have the extraordinary silage and last that a lot of the Byredo perfumes do, on me certainly, the eau de parfum. It was just too floral, and I'm not a floral girl, but if you're a floral lover, then La Tulipe might be one to have a sniff of. So that looks very unpleasant. Oh, it's another product. It's the Becca Lift to Filter. I can't even remember this, so I'm sorry. Can't tell you about it. That's what I used up in the last 6 weeks or so. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm kind of slightly unsure whether I should continue doing the empties. I do watch other people's empties videos, but I'm not sure they're that popular on this channel. So if you do enjoy them, let me know, because it may be time to stop doing them. So until next time, bye for now.